Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Janine Harry, a communication scientist by profession, here to give you communication tips and self awareness strategies in my pursuit of dismantling oppressive discourses in communicative events. So, thank you so much for joining me once again. And if you've not done so already, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel and give this video a huge thumbs up, okay? Now, the theme of this video is: are you oversharing? That is a question that I actually want you to ponder on. I want you to ask yourself: are you oversharing? But more importantly, when you are about to share content, do you feel like you are oversharing? Do you feel like you are just saying too much or you are going to say the wrong things? Now, you don't have to believe me, right? But I know that each and every person has experienced a situation where somebody has abused them or bullied them or been like really mean to them. And we feel really comfortable speaking about these instances in very sort of personalized, enclosed spaces. But most often, we won't have the guts to speak about certain things publicly because we fear that the former bully or the former abuser might come across the content, laugh about it, and then share the particular content with their friends and laugh about it with their friends as well, to the point where you are the butt of the joke. And this is the reason why so many people are silenced. This is the reason why so many people actually silence themselves, because they are so scared that somebody is going to come across their content, and it's probably going to be somebody that they don't want should come across their content. But here's the reality: when you speak out about certain things which will involve certain people, I can promise you that those people are not going to laugh. In fact, for the first time, they are going to become really reflective, because you are now no longer addressing them. You are now addressing the public. And best believe your former bully is not going to share your content with their friends, because that would only mean that they would expose themselves. Yes, people do care, but best believe they don't care in the way that you actually think they would care, right? And I am going to tell you a bit of a personal story, okay? So, in one of my channeled videos, in which I was doing a channeled message, I spoke about how I was the type of person to fall in love really quickly. And after creating that video and publishing that video, I started thinking, like, oh my word, what if the person or the people that I fell in love with so quickly, like, what if they come across my video and completely laugh about it? Like, what if I've just embarrassed myself? And then I realized that you can only embarrass yourself when you are forced to speak about something that you don't actually want to speak about. But when you take your free will to openly speak about something by choice, it means that you are brave enough to be vulnerable. And people actually admire vulnerability. And here's the crazy thing, right? Like, we are so scared of being vulnerable. We are so scared about speaking about things of our past or speaking about who we were in the past. We are so scared of vulnerability. But what we don't realize is that people actually admire vulnerability. People actually admire somebody who is brave enough to not just speak about their positive traits, but to also speak about their negative traits. Yes, when you are going to put yourself out there, You are definitely, putting yourself in a position where people are going to have access to you and they are going to have an opinion about what you are saying. But I can promise you that underneath the opinion will always be an energy of admiration because, as I said, vulnerability is something that we fear, but it's also something that is so, so, so admired within people. So it is okay to find yourself in moments where you are thinking like, am I oversharing? Am I saying too much? It is okay to sometimes feel like you want to hold back on saying certain things. But I honestly believe that we are reaching a point within society where we are no longer wanting to speak about what has happened to other people. We no longer want to reflect on the lives of other people because we understand that we have our own lives, which is so valuable. We understand that we also have a story to tell. And we are finding ourselves in this position where we actually feel so brave enough to share our own stories, to share our own pain, to share our own traumas, to share our highs as well as our lows. So, I don't know, guys. I feel like we really need to get to this space where we really own what it means to be an adult. And being an adult is not just a matter of age, it is a matter of getting to the point where we let go of our egos. Because the ego is so worried about how we are perceived. The ego is so worried about wanting to control the narrative, wanting to control the way others see us. And here's the thing, we actually have zero control over how we are perceived. Yes, we can put in the work to have ourselves be perceived in a certain way. But at the end of the day, people are still going to understand you and perceive you through their own filter. And with regards to that, you have absolutely no control with how you are going to be perceived and received. So, if you ever needed permission to keep on sharing your stories, or to start sharing your stories, then this is it. This is your permission to do just that because we are so interested in hearing what you have to say. We love hearing your stories. We love hearing your personal narratives. We love hearing what makes you human. Don't hold back on that and don't sugarcoat your story. Your story doesn't need to sound beautiful or pretty. Your story is what makes you human. So be brave enough to show up as your humanly self in this world because your vulnerability is going to be celebrated and admired. So I'm going to leave this video right here for now. If this video resonated, let me know. And if you think that, hey, somebody might also need to hear this particular message, then please do share the link of this video with that person. Okay? So, yes, I'll leave it here for now. Till next time, much love.